Hey everybody, welcome to episode 25 of the VHS Bandits. This week we watched fast food. We didn't watch Dane's burps. Gross. Anyway, let's pop in the tape.
There's a slight problem with that property. The young woman needs time to think.
Time is money, E.G. I am Wrangler Bob Bundy, for crying out loud. I serve 90 tons of beef, 180,000 pounds of French fries, 50,000 gallons of chili, and a truckload of Mom's hard apple pie to America 365 days a year. Why can't I get what I want? I have always gotten what I wanted. Even as a child, my parents were afraid to deny me anything. That was shortly after my brother mysteriously disappeared.
But boss,
E.G., how difficult can this be? You're being pushed around by a 16-year-old girl.
she's 25.
You were a fullback for Dallas.
Oh, I was drafted in an off year, and I didn't play that much. I sat on the bench.
E.G., do you have any idea how much a Wrangler Bob's restaurant could make in that location? Carry the one. A lot. Now I want you to get over there and corral that filly, even if it means offering her more money.
And now, our feature presentation.
Hey everybody, welcome again to episode 25 of the VHS Bandits. This week we watched fast food. I am the Kevbot, and with me, as always, is...
Dane Train.
And...
Topher Hansen.
What's going on, guys?
Oh, man. I'm super full from all the fast food that we just ate.
Yuck, 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 yuck. Seems like the perfect movie
For us.
and our normal
Diet.
Yes,
Our human experience.
indeed. That is our just anything we eat. We don't eat anything other than fast food, except Dunkin' Donuts.
No, if it doesn't come in a
wouldn't-
bag, I won't
yeah.
eat it.
If it doesn't come out of a window, out of the side of a building in a bag.
That's true. If you can't get your food via window, then, count me out, okay?
It's one thing if you don't have to order through a speaker, but it has to at least come through the side of a building.
That's so shady if you think about it. Some dude just every fast food transaction is like a drug deal. Some dude handing you a greasy bag through a window, and then you drive away as fast as you can.
That's true.
And get home and make sure it's correct. And if not, you have to go back and kick some ass.
Or if it's not correct, you just bitch and moan about it on
I
a
just
podcast.
tell you guys. Fuck. Yeah.
So we can start off our fast food movie episode podcast by talking about the fast food that we ate for this movie theater episode podcast movie.
Yeah, we had Wendy's. Wendy's didn't fuck up.
No.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Haven't had Wendy's in a while.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why we went, right?
Yeah, and we were watching a 1989 Wendy's rap video instructional cassette.
What came first?
That was super fun.
Did we decide to watch that first, or the decision to go to Wendy's first?
I
don't
think
remember
that
the timeline.
sealed the deal.
Okay.
That's what got me excited for Wendy's.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you guys want to Google, I don't know what the fuck it was called.
It was like Wendy's
Wendy's
80s training video.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's pretty
if
good.
you're a fan of hip hop, you'll like this.
Yeah.
Guys watching a VHS tape of a training on how to flip burgers, and he gets
Yeah, it's
sucked
a VHS
into the tape.
within a VHS tape.
And this
That we're talking about on a VHS podcast.
My mind.
Oh my God.
I can't handle this.
this guy has a rap about how to flip burgers, and it's the greatest thing ever.
Don't
And-
copy that floppy.
And that's how we knew the burgers we were getting were quality.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Even though
Because they're
they
nice
were
and wet and gray.
They were gray and
inside.
moist inside because they checked it by cutting into the burger with his gold spatula.
This sounds like the perfect situation for cadaver sex. Moist and gray.
Moist and gray. Gross.
but the
if I-
but the meat had to be nice and warm.
Well, yeah, that's why they have
You gotta
microwaves.
grill the meat first.
Yeah. So
Ew.
what's this There was no magic sex drugs in our burgers, though.
Oh yeah, it's too bad.
Unless I passed out and you guys had sex with me, but I don't remember.
I think you would have felt it by now.
I would have smelled some of your farts.
Smelled my farts. That's
Your
right.
sex farts.
That's right. That's right. Although you had some pretty
Oh,
savage
yeah, I
farts
was-
too.
I was
I'm the only
making
one
up-
who hasn't had the farts today.
He was getting back at me tonight.
That's right.
So why don't we start off with Dean Train
Hey.
talking about the box that we've got here.
All right. So just real quick though, make it real quick.
Real quick.
How we decided to watch this movie tonight. Like the other day, we were like, all right, what are we going to watch? Because we're all getting together. We're going to do a podcast. And we were like, you know, what are we going to watch? So I put out a thing of tapes. I put like a picture. I had like, you know, TC 2000 and, you know, a couple of other movies. And then KevBot had some. And then we're like, all right, Topher, you gotta decide what you're gonna pick. He's like, I can't decide. So he's like, how about a teen sex comedy? So Kev had Fast Food and I had Hamburger the Motion Picture. 2 movies about burger joints, right? How crazy is that? So here we are, and he's like, all right, I gotta decide. So we go on YouTube so we can watch the trailers. We can see the trailer for Hamburger the Motion Picture, but there's no trailer for Fast Food on YouTube.
And the trailer for Hamburger the Motion Picture did not seem that good. I mean, it seemed
Really?
good. Well,
Oh,
no,
it's
no,
awesome.
no. I mean, like, the quality looked like really bad. And I know it's like a rip from a fucking shitty-ass VHS, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect it to look good. But, I don't know. It just... I felt like I didn't want to, like, look at the poor quality for an hour and a half.
True. So what made you end up deciding on this?
Jim Varney.
Jim Varney.
Yeah.
Jim Varney.
He's probably one of the big...
Ernest goes to a fast food place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sorry,
that's probably
Ernest
why
owns a
people
fast food place.
wanted to see this in the beginning, so...
That was the whole reason why I purchased that movie. Because
For Jim
that is
Varney?
my tape. It's because Jim Varney's on the side.
Yeah.
This big,
Yeah, he's
big
not
Jim
on
Varney
the cover
smile.
or anything. Another movie, nobody in the movie's on the cover.
Yeah.
It looks nothing like the movie at all.
Oh, yeah. So,
perfect.
So with this cover, right? So the only thing that kind of looks like it is the fact that in the movie, the fast food restaurant called Pop's Burger Joint, Pop's Burger Bar,
Pop, sex, rape,
Burger Shack.
Burger Shack. It's got like the front end of a car underneath where you order your food, and there's like a rainbow somewhere, and that's it. Other than that, like you look at the picture and there's like some lady's legs squashing down with high heels on a squirting
Squashing
ketchup
down.
water bottle, and then you have like all these guys wearing like shirts
Tuxedos.
with bow
or-
ties. and-
Actually, they did a catering event where they had bow ties. So
That's true,
maybe that makes sense.
But these guys they kind of look more like 50s soda pop,
Yeah,
soda
yeah,
shop
yeah.
workers. And the thing is, if you look at them closely, they all look like 2 guys. So there's 2 guys on the left and 2 guys on the right, and they look exactly the same. It's bizarre. But I'm not gonna lie, I like the logo to the movie, where it's like fast food and it's got like the burger with fries. It's kind of cool. Like I like the logo for the movie, and I love the. It says
it's a good box.
it's got some ultra cheesy taglines on it. So, home of the best burgers and thighs in town.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, this is from Fry Home Video or something?
Yeah, which is weird because I'm like, is that a thing of like home fries, or is this fries? I don't know.
Is it a coincidence or is this a legitimate
It's
like, company
a-
that does other things or they only do fast food related?
It says they are
distribution?
a subsidiary of Fry's Entertainment Inc.
Right. What the fuck is that?
But their logo doesn't look anything like French fries.
Yeah,
so
it's
I have
like
no
a
idea.
It's like a backwards like dildo like that's been like poorly shipped in an Amazon box and it's like crumpled up.
Yeah,
You know when
yeah.
you guys get dildos and the mail from Amazon and they're poorly shipped, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Come on, you know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
Everybody knows
totally.
that.
All right.
So and then the tagline underneath the logo says a movie with no nutritional value.
Yeah.
So this says $4 on it. Did you pay $4 for this?
I did pay $4 for
Where
this.
did you get this?
Where do you think he got it?
Strange Maine.
Strange Maine, up in Portland, Maine.
Up in Portland,
Where
Maine.
VHS tapes are very expensive. But it's the only place to
Collector
find like
tapes.
the rare shit. So
Yeah.
So on the back you got
There have been a lot of tapes from our collection that seemed hard to find that we
That's
got
true.
from Strange
Maine's got the
Maine.
best tapes.
yeah, true. So on the back it says, "The secret's in the sauce." And then you have a picture of Jim Varney with a triple X star, Tracy Lords, that says Jim Varney and Tracy Lords. So, when fast food maverick Wrangler Bob, Jim Varney, chooses a struggling gas station for his next location, the kids of Hopkins College figure it must be a prime spot to beat him to it. Turning a gas station into a burger station was easy, but competing with Wrangler Bob wasn't, until con man Augie, Clark Brandon, spikes the secret sauce with an ingredient that does more than spice the burgers.
That makes you get raped.
It gives you heartburn.
Sure. It gives you butt burn.
Butt burn. Where was that? Oh.
You were at butt burn?
Butt burn.
It makes the student body of Hopkins College do things with their student bodies they
Sex.
never
He needs
dreamed
sex.
they would
They're
do.
doing the sex.
Teen sex.
Wrangler Bob can't stand the small-time competition and sends Dixie Love, Tracy Lords, a sexy spy, to uncover the secret of their houses. Join the fast fun with the ultimate battle of the burger.
Kev, when you were telling me about this like earlier today, you said, "Oh, Tracy Lords is in it." I was like, thinking it was Tracy Morgan. I was like, "Oh, Jim Varney and Tracy Morgan."
It's me, Tracy Morgan.
That's a good cast.
That'd be an unbelievable mix-up.
Yeah.
Well, this bad boy is PG-13, which
Right.
I didn't realize watching this until I
there
went
was
to the
no
box.
boobs.
Yeah, I know. I thought that this was a teen sex comedy. It's a teen sex comedy without the sex.
This is like the only like PG-13 teen sex comedy I've ever seen.
That's not necessarily true.
School Spirit.
No, I think that had boobies in it.
Okay.
But Up the Creek also did not have any boobies in it.
Was it PG-13?
I think it was either PG or PG-13.
Oh, and there's no cheese ball in this one.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
This one breaks the mold.
Is
of
this
teen sex
one?
comedies.
Would you really consider this a teen sex comedy? Then?
Well, the funny
Yeah,
thing
absolutely.
is, I feel like a lot of people think of this as a teen sex. Well, here's the
I
thing.
mean, that's what it is. Teens having sex and it's a comedy. That's pretty much all you need.
This has elements, strong elements of teen sex comedy.
Because it is one.
You got the college, and the main character is some wicked
Douchey.
sleazebag, douchey playboy.
Okay.
Who's just trying to get with the babes.
We need to establish that the main character, even through this whole movie, is just the biggest pile of shit garbage.
yeah,
Absolutely.
he's a total dick the entire movie.
Yeah.
He's terrible.
And he has the worst hair.
Oh my
His
God.
hair bothers me so much.
So
it's
annoying.
like I'd be like, we talked about it. He looks very much like 80s John Stamos as Jesse Kostopoulos in Full House. I mean, he's got the same mullet and everything, but it works on Jesse
Jesse.
Kostopoulos.
Yes.
Uncle Jesse, but it doesn't work
On
on
this douchebag.
on Augie at all.
This was his last movie, too.
Clark Brandon, this is his last
Yeah,
movie.
you check his IMDb. This is his last movie.
That sucked. What else
Thank
has he got?
God.
You
Best of
guys
them.
know?
No clue.
No
Nah,
clue?
just
Probably
random
one
stuff.
of the Sleepaway Camp sequels.
Oh yeah, you said a lot of people from Sleepaway Camp are in this.
Yeah.
Two people.
Oh, that's not a lot.
No.
No, there's producers, director.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, never
I
mind.
mean,
I thought you meant
I
actors. There's two actors.
no,
There's more?
more. Yep. Just check the IMDb page. I
Yeah.
can't.
Well,
there's not a lot of
Angela.
information.
The
like
girl who
trivia
plays
stuff,
Angela,
so-
the murderer, is
Yeah.
in it, and some dude from Sleepaway Camp 3. He's the guy who's not Clint Howard, but could easily be Clint Howard. He's that guy.
Yeah,
Boner?
true, right.
Huh?
The guy who
Yeah,
was,
Boner. He played Boner.
yeah,
that guy.
in I Come in Peace.
Yeah.
And no, there's a bunch of people.
Oh wow. Okay.
One of the directors, or the director, directed I think 2 and 3, and I think the producer, something like that. But we can touch on that. Actually, no, that's all the information I have.
we can end that right now.
Yeah, didn't do much research on this one because we didn't decide up until.
Well, it doesn't even have a trailer, so who
No,
knows?
it doesn't. You can find the full movie on YouTube, but you're gonna want to watch it on VHS.
Get it on
Yeah.
tape. Go to
Get it
Strange
on
Maine. Get your $4 out.
Everybody
Yes.
fly out to Boston, get your bus up to Portland, buy Fast Food,
Fast
the
Food.
movie on VHS.
Also, you can spend $4 on this movie
Yeah.
Yeah.
You won't regret it, maybe. I don't know.
Well, if you wanted to see boobies, all right,
Go to the internet.
This is the biggest problem. It's
Like
got
a normal
Tracy Lords in
12-year-old.
it. Everybody knows Tracy Lords is the infamous porn star.
Maybe she was still 17.
This was when she was trying to go legit, though, because she's been in movies.
Yes, quite a few movies.
Where,
like real
yeah,
not
she wanted to
sexy
make that
movies.
transition.
True.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when you
From
try and talk
child
to
porn actress to, Flushing Hollywood starlet.
There was like a period of like Meatloaf's career where he was like, I'm not a musician, I'm an actor.
I mean, like when he
Where
made
he's-
Black Dog with Patrick Swayze.
yeah,
He's
exactly.
like, I'm gonna play old me in the Meatloaf movie on VHS.
Yeah. And now he's back to like, well, I don't have any acting gigs going on, and I'm really old, so yeah, I did music.
I might be at Mohegan Sun once in a blue moon. Oh boy.
So, shall we get into the actual movie?
Yeah,
All
let's
right.
talk about fast food.
Let's talk about it really fast.
Food.
Yeah.
Food.
It opens up with a cheeseball-like character that I thought was going to be a main character as Cheeseball,
He was going to be like, yeah.
the guy.
Oh yeah, that's right. He
He has-
friggin' disappeared.
He's just in this first scene. So it opens up at, what's his name? Weed Whacker Bob? Was it Barnacle Bob?
Wrangler Bob.
Wrangler
Jeep,
Bob.
Jeep Wrangler Bob.
Yeah.
Wrangler Bob.
It's at one of his fast food establishments, and it shows this fat dude, Cheeseball, doing like a delivery order, which would be nice if like Burger King or whatever did deliveries.
He's kind of dressed up like a cowboy too, but I
Right.
thought he was a sheriff until he got on a scooter with an order.
And the scooter is like decked out to look like a cow.
Something like
It
that.
has a
Yeah,
tail
it
and
has
like
a tail.
horns.
And
And
he's
this scooter is struggling to keep this guy afloat.
Yeah.
not a large scooter. He's a pretty large guy.
Yeah.
You do the math. Simple physics.
So he's going like 1 mile an hour down the street.
Otherwise, his hat just would have flown right off.
Right?
Yeah. Otherwise, he's kind of walking it too. just
Yeah,
kinda
right.
like-
And he's like the saddlebags. He like just like shoves the food like in like
Oh man,
smushes
those
it.
burgers are squished.
Yeah, definitely. And then he
if they were
goes
from Wendy's, they'd already be squished because
That's
that
right.
video. Seriously, guys, check out that video. You'll get the reference.
yeah, some real skills. And then we're at this like bumpin' college party, and everyone's like pretending to dance to music that's not actually playing, and they're like doing the Peanuts dance. Everybody there is just standing in one like position and like moving their upper torso.
That's
in one
like
way or
dancing in
another.
every 80s movie.
Yeah. And
That's just how dancing was in the 80s.
that's how my dancing is now.
Unless you were a break dancer.
Yeah, unless you're in breaking and you're trying to save a youth center
Electric
from going out
Boogaloo.
of business, you only know one dance, and that's to stay put and move your torso.
Yeah.
But then this is where we meet Augie. He's like a lifeguard, and he
got
has
a-
like a golden bullhorn, and I don't know what he's like barking out orders.
He just
and,
goes.
Like,
He
spying
just
on chicks.
goes. He just goes. Ooh, now I know what they mean when they say student body. Looking at
like-
all these babes
Like
in
it
their
took him
bikinis.
8 years of college
Yeah,
to
he's in
figure that out.
College for 8 years, and his buddy is in college. They didn't even say how long, but it's more than
It
8
must
years.
have been 9 years at
Yeah.
least, because it was been there longer than the dean.
Do those guys that like you think that they're college age, but they're probably 40?
Yeah.
You know, so
They want to look college age.
That's why they grow cool ass mullets.
Yeah. The other guy who's not Augie could have been Augie's dad.
the hell was his
Right?
name? You guys remember?
No.
Bill?
Brett?
I don't know. Might as well be Brett. I don't know.
I feel like they said it, but I don't
Weird
remember.
ginger southern guy.
Oh, that was the weird thing. Is like, yeah, he's the only guy that had a slight southern accent.
Yeah.
He could have been raised out of town. Who knows?
Some of it was filmed in Atlanta, though. I saw that in the
That is-
credits. It
yeah.
was
But the
Los
weird
Angeles
thing
and
is that
Atlanta.
I think the main girl in the movie, is supposed to be his sister.
Or his cousin.
Drew. That's his name.
Drew.
Drew.
All right, sure. Why
Yeah.
not?
I was close.
And
Brett.
Bob. Drew.
so Cheeseball delivers these hamburgers to him, and it's like 2 bags of cheeseburgers, and he reels off this order. He's like 18 cheeseburgers and a diet soda and fucking large fries and milkshakes, and he's just got 2 bags. It's you're not gonna have a milkshake in a
I
bag.
thought it
you
was just
psycho.
food for the two guys. Which is
I
very
thought it was-
selfish when you're having a party like
well,
that.
this guy's a fucking dickhead, so of course he'd
that's
order
true.
food just
Remember,
for himself.
it's all about himself.
yeah.
That's right. They're running a casino in a hidden
his, like,
casino. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're like at a frat
in a
house or
sex
something.
dungeon.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's the eyes wide shut of a casino.
Yeah,
In a college dorm.
Yeah.
yeah, and douchey guy sends Derek, what was his name?
Drew.
Drew off to run the casino. He's like, you can't eat these cheeseburgers. Go fucking watch our money at the casino. And then the lifeguard guy, douchey guy,
Augie.
Augie.
A douchey name.
Seriously.
Augie.
Augie.
Augustus, right?
Is that really what it's short
I don't
for?
know.
That
Could
sounds
be.
about right.
Augie
Augustus sounds like a
Osborne.
shithead name. And then he like spots this like underage girl. She's a freshman, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna fuck this chick." And then he like fucking goes and takes her into his like rape room.
I just noticed them too. I don't even think they swear in this movie at all.
I don't think
Really?
so.
Right?
No.
Yeah.
weird. Yeah.
Strange.
Not enough fucks. Weird. And then the girl happens to be the dean's daughter, and
The douchebag slept with her sister.
yeah,
All
because
right.
he's got
Or-
like a trophy wall of like all pictures of these, like a
his
serial
ceiling.
killer,
It's on
just
his ceiling,
pictures
yeah.
of girls he's banged.
Well, the thing too is like, as this girl, he's talking to this girl while
She
he's
is
doing,
not safe.
he's like finding all this stuff on his ottoman, and he's just like putting it into a glass
Oh,
for
yeah,
her to
he's, like,
drink,
drugging
and
her.
it's all like roofies and stuff. I'm like, get out of there, girl! What are you doing?
She's lucky she survived.
Yeah, she could have OD'd on what little weird beer and roofies he gave her.
She's lucky her dad showed up.
Yeah,
The dean.
She really is.
or that she saw the picture of her sister up on the wall.
That's true. Because there was this one
He shows up
showed
with the
who
FBI.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
no. Is it the the FBI comes in later at the burger
I think
joint,
it
but
must
there
have
was-
been.
yeah.
there's
No,
some
it was
goons.
campus police.
Okay.
Yeah,
sure.
campus police.
Yeah.
Because some straight laced douche nozzle, different douche nozzle, shows up with the dean being like, "Oh, this is an outrageous
Oh,
party.
yeah,
He's like
that's
the-
right.
I'm doing
He's the typical
duty."
super rich snobby kid in like every 80s movie, you know?
But he's not really that big of a part in the movie.
Yeah,
I
he
would have
played-
liked to
he's
see
in it
him more.
twice,
He's in it
'cause
twice.
he-
Both at parties that he wants to shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they shut down the casino
Yeah.
after they're like, "No, we're raising money for the school by illegally gambling."
Right.
And then they get kicked out of college. Like
Yeah,
they have a like.
no, they get graduated.
Oh, they get graduated. How do you go for school for that long and not get enough credits for at least a bachelor's degree?
I mean, maybe
Unless-
he's going for his master's or his doctorate. A lot of people go to college for 7 years, Richard.
Maybe
they're
like-
called doctors.
You know, you're supposed to have so many credits. Maybe it only takes like one class a year.
He just needs his.
They wouldn't be able to
hamburger
live on
class.
campus because they would have to be full-time students.
Okay, well, you know what? Maybe
Well, they don't live on campus. They live in a fraternity.
Oh, that's a
Okay,
good
yeah,
point.
or there
so
you
they
go.
could be taking
Maybe.
one class a semester.
They could
And
just
maybe-
be failing.
maybe just be flunking every
I'm
class.
sure they are.
Yes.
They do not seem very studious.
Some teachers should be wise to that scheme. How would they pay for it, though? You got to imagine after the fourth year, their parents.
Because they run a gambling racket.
Well, that's
Yeah,
true.
that's right, yeah.
I was gonna say their parents like either are just do not care about these people. Well, no, because Drew's parents are dead apparently.
Pops
which
is dead.
Pops
We don't
is
know
dead.
what he is. He could be. I feel like he's a grandfather.
I thought he was the
If
dad.
he's, I don't know if these people are brother and sister. It's so
Yeah.
confused. Whatever. But yeah, he's dead.
Pops owned a gas station.
Right.
Let's just start
and
there.
a gigantic plantation out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That we see.
They're
for
fine. They don't need a
2
shitty
seconds.
gas station.
Pops owns a gas station, and the lead female character
Yeah. What's
I can't remember her name.
Sam.
is it Sam?
Yep.
We'll go with Sam. Runs it with no help, I guess.
Yeah, no, she has the Sleepaway Camp 3 guy. She's
Boner.
Boner is
Yeah.
her only employee. Yeah.
That's true.
And he's like this like mentally handicapped individual, almost like I don't know.
Not the brightest tool
Yeah.
in the garage.
Yeah.
Right.
And that guy's in everything. He
The
played.
brightest tool in the grade.
He played. He played Boner in I Come in Peace. So if you remember that, that's the same guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully you've watched I Come in Peace because it was awesome.
Oh yeah. Definitely watch that. This is the sequel to I Come in Peace.
Even though I Come in Peace came in after, because I think that movie was made in like 1990.
All right,
Yeah.
this is the prequel, whatever. I don't know. This is Boner's
Before-
story.
This
Yeah,
is
but
how
before-
he became an informant in a pool hall.
Yeah. Burgers, then boners.
Yes, exactly.
It sounds like a show on Food Network.
Ew.
Hey, this is Guy Fieri with Burgers and Moaners. Whoa, hey,
Burger's so good, you want to fuck him.
I know I do.
Sam
Secret
wants
sauce, that's
to.
the kicker.
Sam wants to sell the place because she's sick of it. She's sick of working there.
Yeah, because she's like a 23-year-old girl who runs a shitty gas station by herself. And
Keep Pop's dream alive.
yeah, and her fucking shitty brother is just like he's such a dickhead. Everyone is so mean to this girl, and she does nothing
Yeah.
wrong. She's like the nicest person.
Literally,
She
everybody
needs a
completely shits on
social
her.
worker
Seriously,
for how much abuse she has gone through
she's
in
has
this movie. Just in this movie.
She's
Every
got
single
serious
time she
baggage.
tries to do something, everybody goes, all right, girl,
you.
go make me a sandwich. You know?
Right? Yeah.
Go make me a milkshake. Go do this.
Yeah.
No, don't do that. I'll do it. It's just like,
Yeah.
all right. Well, she's been,
She's
running
the
a
only
gas
one
station
with any business sense.
Yeah,
and everyone tells her to fuck off all the time.
And Bushwhacker Bob or Wild
Wild Willie's.
Wrangler Bob.
Wrangler Bob.
Wrangler Bob.
Yeah, we should have gone to Wild Willie's.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wild Willie's.
Or even said that, you said it was shitty, but that new place, Mooyah in Northborough.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I hadn't heard
Could have done that.
great things about that one. Yeah, but he figured out that between the college campus and one of his locations, there's like 100 other Mexican restaurants and pizza places and roast beef restaurants,
Yeah.
which I imagine he's just talking about Arby's.
It could be
Arby's,
Kelly's.
the unofficial sponsor of the fast food episode. So
We've never gone to Arby's.
we have never gone to Arby's.
and
We don't
probably
need
won't.
that much
Oh,
diarrhea.
man.
Yeah,
well, like
we're
the
good.
closest Arby's
It's in Worcester. It's on Park Ave. It's next
Or
to
the
Popeyes.
mall.
There's an Arby's over there?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
No.
It's been there forever.
No,
I had
I
no
think it
idea.
shut down. Didn't
it?
Didn't it close?
I don't know. I never went.
Isn't that where
Probably.
Popeyes is now?
Yeah. No, they're next door.
Oh. Oh,
Yeah.
then they're gonna get.
And they were like,
don't know.
don't park here for Popeyes, please.
You know what? I remember that.
Yeah, them and Applebee's were like, come on.
Yeah, see, I remember the Applebee's doing that. But the thing is, the only other one I knew of was the one in Aben, off of Route 20. In Aben.
Whatever. No one's going to fucking Arby's.
Salmon Pond Mall. It's been there forever.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a
there is
mall
one in the mall,
No one's
yeah.
gonna go to the mall just to go to Arby's,
Yeah.
unless you're a weirdo.
True.
Yes,
You're weird.
I am a weirdo.
You're a weirdo enough if you're going to Arby's to go to Arby's, but if you're going to the mall just for Arby's,
Their
Have
curly
you done
fries are
that?
really good.
Dude, they're
All right,
awesome.
really
I'm not
good.
going to lie to you. Their chicken
not
fingers
judging you.
are good.
Their
right.
regular fries, garbage. Not good.
They gotta be
If you're
curly.
going to Arby's for their regular fries,
then you're a weirdo.
yeah, then you're a weirdo.
You should be locked up, you scum. Anyway,
You're the equivalent of Augie. You're such a fucking douchebag.
yeah, probably.
You only think about yourself so much. You order regular fries at Arby's when you go to Arby's for Arby's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a mall.
Yeah.
Where were we?
Jim Varney wants to
He wants
buy
to buy
the gas station to put one of his restaurants there because it's right next to the college. Mm-hmm. Solid idea. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
And this is when we first see Jim Varney in like his office that they filmed all the scenes in one day. And he never changes his outfit ever
No.
throughout the movie, which is
No.
fine. He's got this big old like
He's wearing like a
50-gallon
Colonel
hat.
Sanders clothes, right?
he's in like a white suit, but he's got a cowboy hat.
It's like
Yeah. And a
Boss
black
Hog.
gun
yeah,
Dukes of
holster.
Hazzard.
right.
a black gun holster
And a hamburger phone.
and a hamburger phone.
Yeah.
because he's a classy guy.
He's got a cool office.
Well, he's a hamburger kind of guy.
And he sounds like it's Jim Varney, but he's basically doing the snake wrangler character from Ernest Saves Christmas. You're probably better at an
he's
impression.
all like,
You got to do.
My God, I'm trying to think of
You're
like
good
what-
at this stuff.
He's like, I heard you guys need some snakes. My poor boy was taking these snakes. You know,
And his right hand man sounds exactly like him.
Right,
This is the
yeah.
guy, I forget his name, but Sean Hunter's dad in Boy Meets World,
Yeah.
or what other stuff?
He's
has he been
in all of the
He's
like,
in all kinds of stuff.
The Adam Sandler stuff.
Yeah. He was
the like unintelligible redneck guy in Waterboy.
Yeah. He was the pool coach in Community in that one episode. He was in I want to say he was in Home Improvement.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
I think he was.
I think he was on like like that construction crew that would show up like every once in a while.
You think he was in that? No, I
Okay.
don't think that was him. I just remember like the guy with the big beard. But I feel
Yeah.
like he was on. He would fit well in Home Improvement
Yeah,
if he wasn't on.
He
it.
really would.
Oh wait, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. There was like a group of these guys that would go in.
They would always be on Tool Time.
Tool Time, or like
there's the guy with the big beard. He was just said.
They would play like a sound of an engine and be like, yeah, that's from like a Ford F-150 pickup truck. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, he's his right hand man, and they sound exactly the same in this movie. It's awesome.
Yeah,
it was
it's pretty
his
great.
name like MC or EB?
Was it EB or BB? BBB?
So
EG.
EG. So he'd be
I don't
like,
know why.
"Hey EG, I need you to help me close down this pump gas station." Okay, boss, I'll do that. Literally, that's what
Yeah,
it's like.
that's
EG, you got change for $1?
Yeah, he's so. I love his character in this. He's so goofy.
Yeah.
Those two guys might
They're
be
the best part of the
my
movie.
my favorite part of
Easily.
the movie.
Yeah.
But that's really the whole story.
Yeah, but what? So
yeah, that's the movie. Have a good night.
Yeah, they get kicked out of college, and then they take advantage of this guy's sister because they can't get jobs or anything because they're shitheads, and they're like, we need to run another scam. So then they want to turn the gas station. Oh my god. My eyes are watering. Oh my god. Jeez. That was loud.
I'm sorry.
Sam
Did you-
wants to sell the gas
Did you eat at
station,
Pops?
but the guys don't want to.
House.
Right, and what's none of the other guys' fucking business. Augie has not like
Right.
he used to
He-
date this girl, and they broke up for a reason because he's a fucking shithead.
Right.
But he's trying to force her into turning it into a burger joint. I don't know where they got the idea for a
is the
burger
weird-
joint in the first place.
Because they offer
right, nobody knows.
Wrangler Bob.
Yeah, Wrangler Bob. I couldn't think of his name.
he offers to
Jim
buy
Varney.
it
Yeah, he
before
offered
they
to buy it, and they were
decide.
like, "Well, if they want it so bad, let's turn it into a burger joint ourselves because apparently we can run successful business
Yeah, I think
ventures."
the whole
we've
thing
run
was that-
underground casinos. We can run a burger
Yeah,
joint.
I think it was
How
the whole
hard is
fact
it?
was that like they needed to find jobs because they got kicked out of college. So they were
Right,
like, "Hey,
right.
here's a way for us to
Take
make
advantage of my
money,
sister."
Jerk off
Yeah.
and have a job and not actually have to do anything.
Yeah.
We'll just
Although
make
the
we'll
funny
just make
thing
the woman
is that
do it.
Augie
Yeah.
actually works super hard at the burger joint when they make it. Like he's like at
Augie
the-
does?
Eventually,
Yeah,
yeah.
because he-
really? He
well, I
just
mean,
like is
He was a
looking
shithead
at,
for a while.
just
I mean, he's
looking
always
at-
a shithead, but
Well,
like
but I mean, like
books.
he's there late at night doing the bookkeeping. You know.
Yeah, that's it.
in one scene.
But and
which
so,
was the setup for when Tracy Lords is there.
Yeah.
She's there for 10 minutes maybe.
oh, not even.
Yeah.
not even. But so
it's
the only
one of those roles where it's like, and also appearing.
Yeah, it's like
she's
every-
on the front and she's in it for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
It's every role, every movie cover that says it has Gene Simmons in it. It's like that. He's in it for
Yeah,
like
that's
2
right.
minutes, and but he gets like top billing.
Or Lance Hendrickson in like any movie in the last 20 years.
And
Usually an original sci-fi movie.
Oh yeah, yep.
and the only reason that they can turn this place into a burger joint is because Augie takes out an illegal mortgage on their gas station. So he puts it up for collateral. He goes to the bank, and the banker
Oh,
guy's
he
fucking
was
great.
awesome.
Yeah.
He's so over the top and weird. He had some good lines. I don't remember what he said, but
Yeah.
I know.
We might have been talking over him too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he
probably.
was just super over the top and made goofy faces. So anybody that's over the top and made goofy faces, we like him.
Yeah.
Yes. Turns out the frat that Augie was in, this guy was in, way back when.
Yeah.
And that's how he convinces him to give him the mortgage or the loan or whatever.
Yeah. I wonder how much it was. They never said. It's
Probably
gotta be
like $300
to buy a gas station.
to buy a gas station.
I don't know. It's got to be a shitload of money though.
They
'cause-
completely redid that gas station.
yeah, but you had a good point where they would. There's this whole big montage of them like playing shitty like 80s music and putting up signs and painting shit and
It's
whatever.
like every movie from the 80s.
Yeah. But you mentioned, Kev, that they would have needed to dig up the gas tanks. And
Oh, yeah.
that place would not be up to code at all. And they did not do that.
Actually, they even left the gas pumps just covered in big cylinders.
Yeah.
They just
And
like paper
it only
mache'd
took
over
them
them.
2 days to convert the whole place.
Yeah.
Right. And where did
Not
they get
up to
all the
code.
like grills and
Not up to
everything?
code.
It's,
I mean, like, I'm sure there's-
montages are magical things.
They gotta like dispose of all that oil that was in the garage, and
I'm sure it's just like dug in a hole out back.
He's such an
Seeping
asshole. He
into
just
the
he just took
water.
it out to the woods and was like, "Yeah, I'll just dump it in this river,
Probably. That's part of their
drive it up
sauce.
to
It's
Flint,
just
Michigan,
oil.
and just."
He'd probably be doing them a favor.
You know what they probably did? They probably just burned the whole place down, collected the insurance money, and
That's
then
what they should have done.
rebuilt it right next door to it.
yeah.
And like, I don't know how much like, there's no reason this movie needed to happen because they could have just sold the gas station for probably like $1 million or something. Maybe
Yeah,
let's say
just
500,000
in 80s money.
in
you
80s
know?
money.
Yeah.
Like they would have been fine.
Well, the funny thing
but
is,
these like dickheads are like, no, you can't sell it because my grandpa wanted my 23-year-old sister to run a gas station for the rest of her life and be miserable.
The funny thing is, like, it's not like on an episode of the A-Team where the same thing happens, where like some rich guy with some business wants to buy a business.
He's
and
not
they-
even
and they
evil.
Do, no. What I'm saying is like in a lot of other situations, they'll do nasty tactics to try to get the land.
Yeah.
But this guy's just like, I don't care, offer him more money.
Yeah,
you
he's
know
just
what I
like,
mean?
I'll
It's
fucking buy
completely
it.
legitimate. He doesn't do anything to try to like screw them over. I mean, obviously,
Yeah, if you think
know.
about it, Wrangler Bob is the good guy in this movie because he's not raping anybody or like drugging people with sex chemicals.
He's not the he's not Augie.
But he
No,
is
yeah,
putting
he's way better than Augie.
He is putting cancer-inducing bad chemicals into his
No one
burger.
said
Well,
it was
that's just part of the
cancer-inducing.
fast food business.
Well,
Who said it was
it's
cancer
like
inducing?
in Good Burger. You know what I mean? When they put the little drop and it comes out of
Mondo
those
Burger.
Mondo
Mondo
burger, yeah.
right?
You don't want Mondo burger. You just want a good burger.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, you know, I think they said it was like a bad chemical that was in it.
I don't think they just said it was chemicals.
They
didn't say it was
just they
bad.
just said it wasn't all natural, which he claims, which is a
Yeah.
whole nother court case. But you know, it's still just saying, okay, well now we can't say it's all natural. Just like now we have to say caution, coffee hot.
Right, yeah,
You know,
he did a little
it's
bit of flimsy advertising,
a
and that's
minor
his crime.
inconvenience. Now he has to repackage a little.
Yeah, and
That and he wanted the
meanwhile,
secret. He
Augie's
wanted
a
the
terrible
competitor's secret sauce. But that's just smart business.
yeah, that's like every generic food at Stop and Shop.
Yeah.
True.
He just wanted the crazy sex drug that's in this thing
But
because
he didn't
we
even
haven't
know,
even got
he
to
didn't
that
even
point.
know about it until the end.
No.
So he didn't even want that. Anyway, so they make the burger joint, and they start off. They have like 1,000 people helping them make this place, and then you never see them again.
think
Oh,
they're-
we didn't even start off. Did we meet the
scientist
nerdy
people?
guy yet? Yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
'Cause
we didn't
Was
talk
his
about
name
them yet.
Chester or something?
Sure.
I don't even remember.
Why not?
Nerdy
Scientist guy.
Nerdy guy.
Nerdy
Rick
guy.
Moranis with a mullet.
Yeah.
He looked exactly like him.
Yeah. So this was before. This was like during the party at the beginning. Those two douchebags run away with these two like.
This is after
girls.
they get graduated. They pick up these girls and take them to this
the science lab of the college.
yeah,
for
the
some
science
reason.
lab where they have guys. They're trying to run tests on these 3 guys who are in like comas or asleep or something.
yeah, it's like
because
a
they can't get rid of their boners.
They have forever boners.
forever boners.
Of course, the girls like
they
pull their
shouldn't-
covers off and take a look.
They shouldn't get experimented on. They should just go to the hospital, consult their doctor after 4 hours of an erection.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
like
they've had it their entire lives.
I can't imagine.
It's a
You
made-up
could have-
disease.
yeah.
for sure.
I'm just trying to work this out in my head. Okay.
All right.
Do you think when
Do
they
you
were
need some
born,
time? You
Well,
need some
she
tissues?
said that there's an enzyme.
Yeah.
that does it, right? So
they
it's a
could never
hereditary
could
thing.
never go up to the chalkboard in middle or high school?
Oh God, wearing fucking windbreakers in middle school, that was a bad idea. You know, I was a walker and I was like walking home with like I don't know, my girlfriend at the time or whatever, and I was like, oh my god, my fucking boners. Like, how do I, like, the elastic band is is the only safe haven in windbreakers. Anyway, so these guys have forever boners, and then one of the drunk girls that they're with, like, breaks into their, like, room.
The room where the boner guys are.
Yeah, and she, like, just, like, lifts off the covers and, like, stares at his boner and laughs at him. Thank God this guy's asleep. Because that's traumatizing.
They didn't even say, like, wow, that's a really large boner, or haha, look at that guy's tiny boner.
Yeah, they're just
or
like,
just
it's a regular boner.
penis, ha 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 ha.
Yeah, it's like, look at me sexually harass this guy. He's got a boner.
He's asleep.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, it doesn't count if you're asleep?
Not in this movie.
Oh, anything goes.
I'm not going to make that statement except for it in this movie.
Kevin, on the record, does sexual harassment count?
No.
So you're saying no, it does not count?
No, I refuse to make any kind of comment. This is a movie, guys. This is pretend, all right?
I know. But this girl definitely sexually harasses this
Dean,
guy.
how uncomfortable are you right now?
Hey, so anywho, the guy with boners. Anywho, so they go and this guy is making some kind of potion.
He's working with a woman.
Yes, he's working with
didn't
this
make
lady
it.
scientist, and they're developing some kind of elixir called
Serum number
Serum
9 or
number
something.
9.
Something like that.
I assume that's a thing off of Love Potion number 9.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to get rid of these guys' boners.
Right.
Like a cold shower won't do that.
But it has the
It won't.
opposite effect because the female scientist catches a whiff of it and jumps the bones of the nerdy guy.
Yeah. So she wants his forever boner.
So it's basically some mega aphrodisiac.
But it only works on women and one priest. It really doesn't affect the guys.
It's
at all.
supposed to, like...
No, it does work on guys.
Yeah,
Does
it's
it?
supposed to, like, let them live out their inhibitions or whatever.
Oh.
And they're not going to do anything that they didn't already want to do, which is why
Sure.
later we see people, like... Later, all right, we'll jump around a little.
Well, this nerdy guy gets laid way too much, and nobody would want to have sex with the guy for sure. So I
don't
don't
know.
believe that.
Looks like Rick Moranis.
Yes, oh my God, are you Rick Moranis? Take me now.
So, I mean, well, the thing is, so they make
I love Brother Bear.
They make the burger joint. Nobody's coming to the burger joint. So they think that they're going to close down because they've only been open for a week. And sleazeball Augie is like, wait a minute. I'm going to take this
Sex drugs.
This sex drugs number 9, and I'm going to put it into our...
No.
I'm going to put it into our secret sauce for the burgers.
No, first they get the... they're going to work that party. The woman from Sleepaway Camp, she's like... Our caterer just backed out, and our
girl with the
party's...
weenie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she was looking for hot hamburgers this time.
Yeah.
Waka waka. Their caterer backed out last minute, and
Oh,
that happened.
She farted like me. No, it
Probably.
didn't happen. I only farted.
So they were like the best option. So
yeah. Like, so this shitty burger place that opened up 2 days ago. I wonder if they cater. Sure, whatever. Because they're close to the college. That's really their only
Yeah.
convenience. Is that they're really close to the college.
exactly, which is why Jim Varney wants that place because
Right.
it's prime real estate for
Yeah.
selling Texas style burgers. Bison burgers, or I don't know, whatever.
Whatever.
And the nerdy guy comes up with the secret sauce for the burgers, which is ketchup, mustard, and a little bit of chocolate sauce,
Yeah.
something like that. Which does.
Sounds
They're like,
gross.
yeah, it tastes pretty good. Whatever.
How does the guy get the sex sauce anyway?
The nerdy guy's working on it in the lab, and Augie came to the lab being like, "We need a gallon of this sauce." When
It looks like that green ketchup. Like it's gross. Like that,
does,
like
yeah.
novelty, like
Yeah,
purple
from the-
ketchup.
but when
and
it was
whatever.
in the
From the
milk
90s.
jug that he gave it over, it was like too liquidy.
Yeah.
It did not look good.
Look like secret sauce runoff.
Yeah.
So he was
skimmed the top of it.
Yeah, he was the nerdy guy was doing work with the
Sex juice.
with sex juice, and Augie was just like, "Fuck it, I'll pour it in, make this party crazy."
Yeah, I don't care if this untested chemical goes into my hamburgers and potentially kills people.
I'm not gonna eat it, and apparently it goes away after X amount of time.
After you have enough time to have sex with a
After
nerdy
you
guy.
fuck it out of your system. Something like that.
Probably.
They go to the party.
It drains out of your pussy juices.
Gross. They go to the party. They make a shit ton of hamburgers. Everyone's crazy
150
uptight.
hamburgers.
Yeah, exactly 150 hamburgers.
Everybody gets one. That's it. Nobody gets two, just one.
They put all in the secret sauce.
And Angela's boyfriend is the douchey guy that got them busted in the beginning.
He's the only one who doesn't have a hamburger.
Right.
And everyone goes off the hook.
Yeah,
The band goes crazy. They start playing rock and roll music because this is the town from Footloose.
Yeah.
And people are
and
partying.
The bassist is like 50.
It's kind of like if you've ever seen Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, the Elvira movie. She makes some like potluck meal, and all these old people eat it, and it does the exact same thing. They all start doing it at the picnic.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
And the sleepaway camp woman fucks the nerdy guy in
And
freezer.
she goes on to like because I guess she's supposed to be like this prissy, like girl or whatever.
Well, they're all supposed to be super uptight assholes. So
I guess, but
Yeah,
then they
'cause they're
have like a
from,
wet T-shirt. But the thing is, like the nerdy guy all of a sudden becomes the MC, and he does this like terrible Christian Slater impersonation. He's like,
he does a lot of terrible impersonations.
Yeah, it's time for the wet T-shirt contest, man.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
he
look
only
like me,
wets
you sound
one
like
T-shirt,
me.
and it was
hers, and she's
it
running
was
away
hers,
from him.
and she's running away, and she
And he
wasn't.
also does a terrible Rodney Dangerfield impersonation, and then a Dracula impersonation.
Yes.
Oh yeah, she's like, I'm coming into the house to get you. It made no sense.
see if you have a penis.
If he was really a Dracula, then he'd have to get invited into the house. Isn't
That's
that the
true.
whole thing too?
It was just
Yeah.
really bizarre that like
Yeah.
He's definitely not a super Dracula, I'll tell you
Definitely
that.
Yeah.
not.
It's definitely a mediocre Dracula.
he's the worst Dracula of them all.
And then why is they get locked in a freezer?
He gets locked in a freezer
because
because the girl's
restaurant
no, because the
the
girl's
fuck are they?
boyfriend
has a
shows
walk-in
up.
freezer in her house.
Who fucking knows? Everything's
Where
weird
are
in this.
they?
Makes no sense.
Underground casino.
And the casino is like maybe
It's a
1,000
black room.
square feet. It
Yeah.
looks like it's as big as like a monster mini golf, but it's
Yeah.
in like a bedroom door.
Right,
yeah,
hallway.
with a peephole.
With a peephole, a really big one.
So they like show the morning after this party, and everyone's just laid
and-
out on the lawn.
But no, first Sam eats one of the hamburgers, and then
Oh, yeah.
she like hooks up with Augie.
Who's like, no, stop, don't. Okay.
Yeah, basically because he's a dick.
Right, exactly. She wakes up, they're laying next to each other, and she's like, well, you've done something terrible because you drugged me.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, it's not what you think. And she runs away angry,
like-
which happens in like every
Scene
Yeah.
that she's
It's
in.
either-
she storms out.
one of two dynamics. They're either friendly and then they say they have some sort of disagreement and they go away mad, or they're mad at each other and they're fighting and then they're like, oh, we were both wrong, let's be fine.
Yeah.
It's like it's one way or the other. There's always
That's
half
so
the
true.
conversation is they're shitty towards each other and then the other half is they're friendly.
Yep.
The worst relationship
It's just
ever.
hot and cold.
Yeah,
Exactly.
man.
Exactly.
They do not belong together.
But after that party, that's when they decide to use the sex drug in the sauce all the time.
But that Augie does. Nobody else knows about the sex drugs
Oh, that's
except
right.
for Augie.
Which is another reason why he's such a super douche is he always wants to do the worst thing and everyone's like,
Behind
no.
everyone's back, yeah.
And he's like, fuck it, we're doing it anyway.
Yeah. He's a shithead, this fucking
Who
guy.
fucking wrote this movie? I mean,
I
really.
don't know. Read the back.
4 people were involved in writing this movie.
It took 4 people to write
4
this.
people to write this movie.
Wow.
Yes.
The screen story and the screenplay.
Exactly.
All right.
Oh, to which Clark Brandon, who plays Augie,
Loosely based
Was
off
in
of
it.
American Buffalo. Not really.
The American Buffalo.
anywho,
Yeah.
That's probably why he's like, that's why he's going to be so cool and no one's going to say no to him. And I'm going to eventually end up with the girl, even though I'm such a super dick, which
Yeah.
all the girls like.
If you think about it, this Augie guy like sexually assaults every aspect of his life. He just goes against, like, he just does whatever he wants to do and does not listen to anybody else and just takes advantage of everything, anytime, anywhere.
True.
And he has terrible sexual assaulter hair.
Yes. But
Of
how
the
how
80s.
bad, like, his friend Drew,
Yeah.
he's just like, he disagrees with them just like the girl, and then's like, all
But he always
right.
backs him up.
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah.
Or he's just like, I don't agree with you, but I've got no other friends.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then the boner guy is just like,
He's just a dummy.
I just want a job.
Yeah. He's just, I just want to make minimum wage. I don't care.
I just live in a shack in the woods behind the place here, so I don't have far to go.
Yeah, that poor guy.
So the burger joint gets popular,
Yes.
and Jim Varney's character
And there's
catches
like,
wind, and he's like, all right, well, it's got to be something in the sauce, so let's send Tracy Lords in.
no, because, well, I don't know where this fits in, but he's filming commercials.
Oh, that was when they were gonna sell the place, so we jumped ahead a little.
Oh.
Sam was gonna,
Because he films a couple commercials. There's 2, like, commercial shoots he's at.
right. He was gonna have Sam was gonna sell the place, and
Oh,
she
yeah,
went.
she walks
to,
on set
She
to
walks
his
onto the set
commercials.
where he is like, those little piss ants are
Those
gonna.
dummies are selling the hamburgers. This little girl's gonna fuck up her gas station. I'm gonna buy it for pennies on the dollar, and she's an idiot.
Well, like I loved
And
his
then she's
line
like, oh, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that.
where he's talking about her father and says like, he wouldn't know diarrhea from a chocolate milkshake. I love that.
Yeah. So that is what persuades her not to sell
Right.
the place.
And then the second time when they're shooting a commercial, that's when he's like, oh, they're doing well. Then
Then that's when he sends in Tracy Lords.
yeah.
When is he riding the pony? I feel like
Good
we're
question.
not talking enough about
No.
Jim Varney. 'cause
Yeah,
he's
he
the best
has like
part
one of
the
those supermarket like ride on
movie. yeah.
pony things
put
with
a
the
quarter
quarter
in,
in,
like
and
19.
yeah, which is awesome because it's not like it's like a child-sized pony. So you have Jim Varney in this white suit like straddling it.
Yeah,
and-
it looks like. So I think that comes right after like the success of them. So there's like this montage of like everybody, like the burger place is popular now, and there's like 80s music going on,
People
and there's
fucking.
yeah, and it's like there's like the priest and the nun sitting outside
Oh,
on
that
the
was
park
great.
bench, and they're like eating the burgers, and they like look at each other wantingly, and then like lightning strikes the table, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, God." and I think then it's after that because it's like implies all this sex stuff, and then it cuts to Jim Varney's face, like it looks like he's like humping the shit out of someone. He's like, ugh, but then it just pulls out, and he's riding this pony,
Well, one thing
which makes no sense.
One thing I think is neat about
He's a
his
cowboy.
character
I
is
guess
like
so, yeah.
he's kind of like a weird psychopath because he's all like, I get what I want. My parents always gave me what I want, especially after my brother mysteriously disappeared. And he's saying this as he's like
cleaning
looking
his
at it,
gun.
playing with this like revolver on his desk. And it's
Yeah.
like, what is the guy's a nut job, you know?
Oh, and then so he uses EB, what's his name? EB
EG?
Sports,
EG.
EA
EG.
Sports.
Yeah, EA Sports.
EA Sports,
Because
EG
he's like,
Daily.
You were in the Dallas Cowboys, so you're my muscle.
and then he's like, oh, I got benched a lot.
It was a slow season. He didn't win a lot of games.
I just thought that was funny. That guy's great. And I don't know. It's kind of foggy, the plot from here, because a lot of stuff happens, but it's a lot of the same
well,
stuff.
He hires Tracy. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
you
go
can.
ahead.
You
I
can.
was gonna say the same
you
thing.
you can tell, Dave.
So Tracy Lords is his super sexy spy, as it says on the back of the box. And she doesn't show any boobies.
Nope.
So she goes in.
Brown panties, though.
Yeah,
You
you
get
see
to see
bra
brown
and panties.
panties.
It's
Yeah.
cool. That's just,
You
you
see
know.
a couple bras in this movie.
Yeah, there's plenty
Yeah.
of bras and panties
So she goes in to try to
And
figure out
dude underpants.
and dry
Yeah.
T-shirt contests.
which there is no wet t-shirt contest.
know.
It's ridiculous. So,
And she's wearing another T-shirt under her T-shirt.
yeah. So
Anyway.
basically, she goes in there to try to figure out what the success is. Why is this place so popular? So she goes up to Boner from I Come in Pieces, like, I see you the brains of the facility. Why is this place so successful? And he's like, oh, it's this secret sex sauce. So
Also, one more thing. So how she gets hired here, and she comes in all like sexy and like spyish, and Augie's. This is another part where Augie's a fucking dickhead. She like comes up to the counter to talk to Sam, and then Augie's like, "Fuck you, get out of here! I'm gonna talk to this other
Literally.
girl." And like, yeah, this is where he pushes her away and says, "Make me a sandwich," and he takes her into the office and like interviews her, and then talks to Sam about it. And she's like, "You only want to hire her because she's a space babe from Mars." And he's like, "Yeah, and then he hires her, and they like have a fight. And like it seems like he might have a conscience for a second. And he's like, no, fuck it, I'm gonna hire this hot girl for no reason, and then continue.
there you go. So at night, she is spying around the back room, which just has like a big freezer chest and not much else.
Yeah, who locked
Full
up this
frozen
place? Like,
pizzas.
Frozen pizzas in there.
Yeah.
Pizzas.
So like some Celeste pizzas in there, and so she finds like the one jar of the sexy sauce.
yeah.
To which she tries some, and she gets all. Is that bothering you?
No, I can hear.
Oh, you can hear it.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry. Sometimes I
Dane was
subconsciously
playing with the mic
I
stand.
play
He was
with the mic
getting too
stand with my
sexy.
fingers. Yeah. I had some sexy
Tracy
sauce.
Lords was
Yeah.
in his mind.
Tracy,
He
I
had
keep
some-
looking at Tracy Lords on the back of the box, right next to Jim Varney, going.
Oh, maybe you just keep looking at Jim Varney.
So she gets all wild and willy
Just starts taking off her clothes too.
on top of Augie, to which
Wait, did she even
No.
have the sex sauce?
she tries some on her fingers.
Yeah, like it
alright.
got on her fingers and she starts licking it and it instantly kicks in and she just starts taking all her clothes off and Augie hears a noise because he's there late. Like
He's
late.
doing the books. He's
yeah, doing
cooking
the
the
books.
books.
The one time he's there late because Sam is like, oh, well, I don't trust him with the business. And the Drew guy's like, well, why is he there late? You know,
Yeah.
working, blah, blah, blah. And that's where you get the classic trope, I guess.
Yeah.
Of like, he walks in, Tracy Lords is half naked, and then Sam conveniently is walking in like, hello,
To
is anyone
apologize
here?
to him.
Yeah, to apologize to him.
Where
for
she's done nothing wrong.
Yeah. Because he's the mega douche.
Yeah, she's definitely. She's like in an abusive relationship where like she's got like Stockholm syndrome or something, and she's like, oh my god, he's probably mean to me because I'm a bad person.
Yeah.
and she's like got all these mental
Not
issues
the
because of
case
this guy
whatsoever.
now. She needs therapy bad.
Yeah. A lot of layers of this movie.
yeah,
a lot of
seriously.
layers.
There's
So
a message,
He's trying to put Tracy Lord's clothes back on.
Right.
And
but throws her in a freezer.
yeah, Sam's coming in, so he throws her in the freezer.
With all
A
the
lot of people
Celeste
get
pizzas.
frozen in
Yeah.
stuck in freezers. Excuse me.
Weird.
And she's like, "Oh, I gotta apologize." And he's like, "That's great. Let's do it outside. Let's go outside. Let's
Right,
not be
right.
in here." And Tracy Lords pops out all naked, and she's like, "Well, you were fucking the help, and fuck
Fucking
you."
hell. Yeah, Andrew Jackson.
Yeah. And she gets all pissed off and leaves. And he's like, it's not what you think. It's not what you think.
But it is.
And
Wait, kinda.
that's almost the last of Tracy Lords.
I mean, that isn't it?
Well,
She
she's
shows
like
she shows up at
arm
the
candy for a second.
yeah, she shows up at the
Court?
The court hearing, yeah.
She
And-
reports back and Jim Varney puts in the call to the FDA
his
in
hamburger
Washington
phone.
D.C.
FDA. Fuck that
Get me
ass.
the FDA.
in America's capital.
Get me newgrounds.com. FDA.
But it's weird because like it looks like all these like mega FBI agents come in.
They roll
know?
up.
Yeah,
And
they bust the joint.
they put stickers that say like
Confiscated by the FDA or
yeah,
something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, evidence.
They put
One
one
of
on
them had a
Boner.
really good name too.
One of the
agents.
His name was like Dick Good or something like that.
Yeah.
Dick. Yeah.
something dick.
Yeah.
And so then they have to go to court. And this is when they find out what's his name confesses. Because nobody knows what's going on. Except for, wait, how did that fucking boner guy know about the sex drugs?
Sam was the only one who didn't know.
Okay, because everyone,
All-
he told
everyone else knew,
and
but
then
they didn't
told
agree
him-
with it.
They told him to stop.
Right.
But again, he's like, no, fuck you guys.
Right.
Okay, so Sam doesn't know, but this is when
Sam
she
doesn't
finds
know.
out.
And that's also when she finds out that Augie forged her signature
Yep.
illegally
To get the mortgage.
to get the mortgage. And they have to be in court in the morning. So you get a nice montage of Augie.
Which, if this girl wanted to, like, make a living, she could actually sue the fuck out of that bank. She could. And she wouldn't have to work in a fucking shitty restaurant or a gas station for the rest of her life.
But sue them for what?
Because they did not do their due diligence on putting her property up for collateral. It's illegal.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Just trust
I'm
us.
like, wait a minute,
We've done
they
it
have
a
a
couple
signature
times
from the owner.
before.
Trust me.
That's
I
why we
forged
don't
a
have-
lot of mortgage documents in my day.
That's why we don't have to work a day in our life.
Yep. So
What
anyway,
happened next?
then they go to court.
Then
Like,
they go to court
immediately.
Oh, we
Wait,
get
no. He reads a bunch. He reads the dictionary, and all of a sudden becomes a lawyer.
Yep.
And
And
yeah, that's pretty much it.
Once
Jim-
again, R.J. Fletcher pops up.
oh yeah,
And he played the judge here. And anytime I see him, it's a good time.
very favorable judge to the
Defendants.
yeah. Did not like Jim Varney at all.
No. But Jim Varney was just there as a spectator because he wasn't on trial or anything.
He didn't want to see the injustice, or he didn't want fast food's name to be tainted by this place.
Right, yeah.
And then he offered to,
to pay for their legal fees and get them out of the mess and buy the restaurant and just like
put
everything
minus
away.
like all the stuff.
He's like, I'll buy your restaurant
for $300.
for whatever, minus all of the skeezy stuff that I've done to put you out of business. All the money I spent to shut you down.
Yeah. Or he could just buy it from the bank
Yeah.
after it's seized.
And they were thinking about it, but then Augie burst in the courtroom.
I feel
late.
like the girl, the Carrot Top girl. I feel like the whole movie she's constantly trying to get out of
Yeah.
this.
That,
Like, every
that is her
situation she
whole
gets,
character.
Yeah.
all she's trying to do is get out of.
the shitty
She
situation.
just wants her money. She was supposed to leave. Like at the end, when she's just like, "Yeah, I'm listening. I'll do whatever the hell you want. I want to get out of this." I just
Yeah,
feel like
she just wants to
she's
go on
literally
vacation.
tortured this entire movie.
She's
Yeah.
fucking done.
yeah,
She's done with that place.
and she gets with the shithead at the end. I'm like, what is wrong
yeah.
with you?
Ugh.
Constantly, you come back for more. You get hit and you come back for more.
Hey, she's a glutton for punishment.
Guess
She's
so.
a glutton bowl.
Glutton
for punishment.
So
In the court, Augie shows up, still holding some books.
Dictionaries.
His 3 dictionaries. One that's like, way bigger than it's.
It's like the entire Encyclopedia Britannica in one
Right.
book.
It's the biggest prop book you've ever seen. And he brings in the scientist who made Love Potion number 9 originally, and she's just like, yeah, there's nothing
It's all natural,
artificial
ingredients.
in this. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all natural ingredients.
So it's not
and blah, blah,
technically a
blah.
drug.
And people didn't do anything against their will and all this stuff. And Jim
Yeah.
Varney's like, bullshit. And she's like, well, actually, your food isn't all natural. Your secret sauce isn't all natural.
Yeah.
So you have one little problem. And he's
So-
like, get me that secret sauce.
because it's not patented.
Yeah, and the judge
Yeah.
immediately dismisses this case. This gigantic, like, national news story. He's just like, all right, dismissed.
They had one jar as evidence of the sexual secret sauce. And it gets smashed. So Augie and Drew and Sam and Boner and the nerdy guy all leave because as soon as the jar gets smashed, it vaporizes.
It's the
Yeah, and
weirdest
it's
thing.
the only time it does
Yeah.
that.
Unless it's the right atmospheric conditions just in that room. It is sweltering in that room just to sweat out the
It
justice.
evaporates immediately
Yeah.
out of the secret sauce.
And then there's an orgy in the court. Orgy in the court.
Orgy in the court. And that's the movie.
Yeah, then they get together at the end. And then
That's
that
the end of the
girl's in
movie.
for a lifetime of punishment.
Yeah.
That is fast food, everybody.
Yep.
That was a
Told
pretty
real
fast,
fast.
review,
That
huh?
seemed like
Yeah.
a fast podcast.
yeah.
There wasn't really a lot that happened.
No.
Yeah.
It's just Augie being a
Just a
fucking
dickhead.
D-bag.
Yeah. But it was actually pretty funny. The jokes were good.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
good.
yeah, it was
Enjoyed it.
pretty
And
good.
Jim Varney's amazing.
yeah.
Yeah.
And his like henchman guy is awesome too.
Has there ever been a movie you've seen Jim Varney in that you were just like, that was okay?
Not
Yes.
really a
His-
fan of the
his
Beverly
part,
Hillbillies.
anyway.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not crazy about Dr. Otto and the Riddle of the Gloom
Really?
Beam. I'm not gonna lie.
Never seen it.
I've got it. You want to borrow it?
Did I give you my copy?
maybe I will.
might
I
have.
think I have 2 copies.
Oh, okay. I wasn't nuts about it. I remember when it came out on DVD when I was in college. I was like, holy shit! Here's this Ultra Jim Varney hidden thing that I've never heard of that's related to the Ernest universe and this and that. And like, I was like, this movie.
It was like the first Ernest movie,
Yes.
technically.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And I wasn't crazy about it.
I love it.
Crazy.
Give it another watch.
Wait, there's another movie called like Snowballing that he's in.
I have Ski Patrol.
Ski Patrol.
Yeah, I have that one. We haven't watched it yet,
No, we
though,
haven't watched
so
that
I don't know. I
only
can't
seen him
imagine it
in,
being too great.
Toy Story and Ernest movies. So.
Jeez.
Oh, that was the fun. One of the trivia facts is the 2 guys, Jim Varney and whoever played E.G.
E.G. murdered Jim Varney to take over his Toy Story role.
When Jim Varney passed away, the guy who played E.G., which I'll never remember his name, took over for the voice of Slinky Dog.
And he does
Kind of
a good
interesting.
job. Yeah.
He does, because they sound the same. It's
do
just
sound
like
exactly the same.
Have you guys ever watched the show 30 Rock?
No.
Yeah.
With Tina Fey, Alec Baldwin. There's, the episodes where Will Arnett.
No.
I
I didn't watch it enough to know
okay.
specific episodes.
Well,
Sorry.
Will Arnett is in a
Yeah.
couple episodes, and he's like Alec Baldwin's like rival.
Uh-huh.
And they both kind of always
Oh,
talk
I
like
think
this.
I do remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it reminded me of, because it's like 2
'Cause they're both
characters
like the
who
same
sound the exact
person.
same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
It's great.
Have you seen the Beverly Hillbillies movies?
Oh my god, I forgot about that. Yes, I have.
You like them?
I do.
Saw it in
all
the
right.
theater.
I'm not really huge into them. I'll have to, but again, I
They're
saw them
fun.
a long time ago.
Yeah,
and
they're
I
fun.
didn't like the TV show.
No,
Yeah,
me either.
TV show's garbage, but whatever.
It was in that phase of like, hey, let's make a Richie Rich movie. Let's make
Yeah.
which Richie Rich movie was pretty cool.
I like
Has
that
a
movie a
McDonald's
lot.
and a basketball court inside his house.
Seriously.
It was pretty much blank check, except the kid had friends,
Yeah.
and it was Macaulay Culkin
And unlimited funds.
and unlimited
Instead
funds.
of when
That's
he
right.
blew
$1
out through
million.
all of his movie at the end of the
Yeah.
week.
No limo driver though.
Yeah.
No, I need to watch that again.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
should do an
sounds
episode on
good.
that. That'd be a good one. I'll try and find
Now
it.
there's a Richie Rich TV show on Netflix or something.
Weird.
Yeah, not really.
Still Macaulay Culkin?
Poor.
Corey
I'm sure he's got a lot of money. I like Macaulay Culkin.
Me too. Yeah,
He's in a band, Pizza
Yes, Pizza
something.
Party,
Pizza,
right?
Pizza
something like that.
I don't
Something
know.
like that. Yeah. So let's do just a couple things about the movie. Was PG-13, came out in 1989.
Yep.
92 minutes.
It looks a lot older.
Oh
It
yeah,
does.
this looks like it was filmed like at least 5 years earlier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like most teen sex comedies, they're
Yeah.
not, it's secondhand equipment or whatever. It just does
Yeah.
not look good.
A lot of the people who worked on this, like I said before, well, not a lot, like a handful, also worked on Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3, some movie called Funland, someone called Skeeters.
Oh, that's where Augie was in. That was his movie before this one.
Yeah. Some
Skeeters. That's like a
Mosquito,
murder mosquitoes. Right?
Yeah.
I feel like me and Tom watched that at
some
one
like
point.
toxic, waste gets into a swamp and the mosquitoes become killer
Oh,
mosquitoes.
are they like giant
Yeah.
mosquitoes?
Maybe
I think
I've
might
never
have
seen it.
Is there like a part where like a guy like has a chainsaw and he's chainsawing them?
I don't remember.
No
I feel
clue.
it's like one
Could
of those
be.
movies that like would be on like
Because
HBO.
I
in
know
the,
I've
like,
seen a
old
movie
days
about
of
killer
HBO.
mosquitoes where like it sucks
Yeah.
the guy's blood out and the guy's like eyes pop or something like that. And I don't know.
That's weird.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. That's really about it. There were no trailers on this video
Yeah,
right into the movie.
These trailers.
Yeah.
Were there trailers on? Sorry, our last episode? No, it went right
No.
into
Dinosaur City?
Yeah,
No.
went right into the adventures of Dinosaur City
In 1930.
in 1930. Dinosaur City, Dinosaur City. You guys want to guess what the IMDb rating was? It's
Oh,
out
God.
of 10.
Out of 10?
2.
Yeah, probably like a 2, 2.5.
4.2.
Wow.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Gosh.
How about the Amazon rating, which is out of 5 stars?
4.5 out of 5. I think I give that every week.
3. I'll say 3.
It's 2.9.
It's
Yeah.
worse on Amazon.
Wait, this is for the VHS?
For the VHS.
Come on.
I don't know if it's on DVD. I didn't
I
find
can't
it on
imagine it would
DVD,
be.
which means
Oh shit, this movie might be OOP.
could be.
Out of print.
Yeah.
Oh.
But you can get it real low cheap on Amazon and eBay.
Less than $4.
Oh yeah. Amazon.
Oh, yeah.
1 to 2 plus shipping.
Yeah.
Or eBay has it like 3 to 5.
I'd say buy it.
Oh yeah.
It's worth a watch.
I think it's definitely worth a spot in your collection.
Yeah.
So
Especially if you like teen sex comedies without boobs.
And Jim Varney.
Yeah.
and Jim Varney.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the best.
It's worth it just
best,
for him.
best part of this
Yes,
movie.
absolutely.
Yeah. So if you guys were to give it a rating out of 10
Hamburger phones.
sex burgers,
Burgers.
10
I
sex
wish
burgers,
if this movie was called Sex Burger,
I think it would have sold much better if it was called Sex Burgers.
they would have
they
to
would
have
be
had boobies
playing
in it though.
Yeah,
theaters
yeah.
today.
It would
Yeah.
be such a letdown if it was called Sex Burgers and there were no boobies.
Totally.
So out of 10 sex burgers, what would you guys give it?
All right, Dane.
You go.
Ah, gosh.
Topher.
All right. Sex burger.
3 then?
No. I'd say 7.5 sex burgers.
7.5 sex
Yeah.
burgers. All right.
I give it 7.75 sex burger. So that's like if you like have
like
a
one
sex
double
burger,
burger, but
and-
just one bun.
and you get like really full and you can't finish it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And that's mostly
When you microwave the next day and you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, this isn't that good.
It's mostly because I was hoping that this was going to be
Boobs.
a true 80s teen sex comedy with some boobies.
and there's no cheese ball.
And there's no cheese ball. For those of you guys who don't know, in the world of 80s teen sex comedies, there's always like, there's like the band of the guys are always trying to like get it with the ladies. You got like the main kid, the main playboy. You got like the real the nerdy kid who's his name is like Snots or something like that. And then you got Cheeseball, who's the fat kid.
yeah.
You know what I
No
mean?
fat kid in this one.
Yeah,
Other
no
than the
fat kid.
beginning, who we thought that
Right.
guy was going to be Cheeseball, but no, he just
Yeah.
disappears.
So
So minus those things in which you expect in a teen sex comedy, you still give this a 7.75
yes,
out of
because
10?
I tell you know why? Because there were a lot of boring scenes in this movie. I felt like there was a lot of there was a lot of like
I didn't get bored that much.
There was like the
that
part where
seems
they
unusually high, though, for what you're trying to say there.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought the court scene was very boring. There's a part where like the brother and sister are talking on the plantation.
Yeah.
So there were a lot
When we
of
say plantation, it's just a giant fucking house. It's
Yeah.
like a big southern,
Yeah.
like
mansion.
white house, yeah, with a big porch and all
And if
this
they have
stuff.
this gigantic
it's not like
mansion,
an actual
why do they need to
plantation.
have a fucking gas station?
Right.
I mean, like there was a lot of over the top stuff, and that was all great. But I just felt like there was too many parts in this movie that kind of held me back.
That's fair.
So
Very fair.
7.75,
7.75.
7 3/4.
Nice.
Sex burgers.
Sex burgers. I'm gonna go. Let's see. I think I'm gonna have to give this a 6.
Ooh,
6 out of 10. Yeah. All those same things.
You always
Sex
rate everything.
burgers.
You have such higher standards than me and Dave.
I don't know. I'm taking all those things into account.
Yep. Are you a
And-
big teen sex comedy fan?
I like teen sex comedy. I'm not as big as Dane Train.
it's not quite the fanatic.
What
Right.
is your favorite teen sex comedy?
I don't think I have a favorite. I don't know.
You can say Porky's.
No, but I don't.
Yeah,
That
that's
Porky's
Like,
is
that's
that.
one of the first.
You can say
Yeah.
Porky's too.
I don't.
Nobody
I
says
don't think I
Porky's
have
too.
one.
Actually, do you want to? You guys want to
Porky's
know
PG.
what my favorite teen sex comedy is?
Up
It
the
was-
Creek.
No, it was actually Hamburger the Motion Picture.
Oh yeah.
That's my absolute favorite.
Yeah, I knew
80s
that.
teen sex
That's-
comedy.
that's why you
That's
wanna
the
do
one
it.
I said.
Yeah, that's why I
that
wanted
we're
to
not
do
gonna
it,
watch.
yeah.
Sorry.
I absolutely love that movie to death. It's so fucking good.
All right.
But just as far as the rating, you brought up some good points, and the main character is just absolute dickhole.
Yeah.
Hated him so much. Just hated looking at him because of his
Oh,
stupid
his hair
fucking
is so
hair.
annoying.
And he always got his way. Everyone would always fight him, and like it had a lot of funny parts. Jim Varney is awesome. The judge was great. The bank guy was really good. No boobs.
They would have been pointy boobs anyway.
Right.
Let's
That's
be honest.
okay.
Hey, I'm totally down with some
Boobs are
80s
boobs.
boobs.
Yeah.
Some
Oh,
flat
yeah.
butt, and
Even a
pointy
butt.
boobs.
Yeah, long
Even a butt
butts.
would be okay.
long butts.
Little long butts.
But yeah, it was okay. Would you guys rewind it?
I'd rewind it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
liked
me,
it.
Okay.
I'd probably watch it maybe like once every other year. You know what I mean?
Sounds about right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It's pretty good. I like it.
I'd rewind it too.
One of those movies. You get some junky food.
You get some fast food,
Yeah.
right?
You eat it with your junky friends.
Yeah.
Hopefully you don't got no sex sauce on you.
Depending on who you're watching it with.
That's
Yeah.
first.
If I'm with you guys, gotta have the sex sauce.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
We get the fart sauce. We know that
Yeah,
already.
that's where we're at.
You know what? They seem to lace everything I eat with fart sauce when I'm with you guys.
Maybe you should,
I
see
feel like
your
you're
doctor.
the common denominator in this equation, Dave.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go really quick into cheap plugs. Cheap
Let me get that ready.
I got a good cheap plug.
plugs.
Obviously, this is something that already happened in the past from when we post this. Shout out to the GNL show, who we've talked about a little bit.
The what?
The GNL show. It's another.
we talked about this?
Another podcast. Yeah, it was a.
Sorry.
Yeah,
It's all right.
of course we did. Dave.
Yeah. No, I was a guest on it once.
Way to support him.
And I was on it again recently, and they were kind enough to invite me back. We'll
Sweet.
see if that ever happens again. Probably not.
Is it airing yet?
It probably has aired. Yeah, they go live every Sunday.
Oh, sweet.
You can find their stuff on YouTube. Some good guys who do it. I know a few of them. I worked with them. Dave Gordon, Greg Carlson. Shout out to those guys. So check them out. They're
What did
pretty
you talk
good.
about this episode?
Just a lot of different stuff.
Okay.
But we talked a lot about VHS and like the stuff we've done
Yeah.
and some stuff that I like, and just kind of goes from topic to topic. So pretty cool. Yeah.
Get to know Kevbot.
That's
Know
right.
your Kevbot.
Yeah. Anyone else? Cheap plugs? No?
Not really.
Not today.
Okay.
Not that I can think of.
That's fair.
I will be having some movies playing at the Boston Underground Film Festival. I know of one, but that's in March. So if you're in Boston, go. Who knows when? This might be in fucking March. I don't know when this is going to air. Just go to the Boston Underground Film Festival. You'll see me in a movie probably.
yeah.
There you go.
Or
Do you
if,
know of
if it's
any-
already happened, then sorry.
Yeah, go in back in time and go there.
This is 2017, by the way.
It is
Okay,
2017.
hey, you know what though? Because it's like there might be people who might be discovering us in like 2025 who decide to download all of our
In
podcasts.
Python Force 2525.
Right,
Yeah.
right. You know, so yeah, there you go.
Oh, and I have also in March, my movie On the Seventh Date will be premiering at an Atlantic City Film Festival. So
If you're in Atlantic City,
if you're in the New Jersey tri-state area,
what date is this?
It's a good question. We just found out about it, so I don't know the
All right,
exact date.
post it up on their websites.
Yeah, but you can check out the trailer and everything. The movie's called On the Seventh Date, and you can
Can they Google this?
Yeah, you can Google it.
Are there
the
boobs
trailer's
in the
on
movie?
YouTube.
Are there boobs in this movie?
Oh my god, no boobs. I'm sorry,
No
guys.
boobs.
I take
Not
my
a
shirt
10
off.
out
You
of
can
10
see
movie.
my nipples are in the movie.
All right. Maybe 9 out of 10.
All right, well, get
All right.
slip me
Both
some
of
sex
them.
burgers,
Yeah.
and we'll
Both of
see if
my
I can
nipples.
show up.
Both nipples.
Yes.
Not just one.
Not just one.
I'll fly to Atlantic City with some sex burgers for this.
Please do.
Road trip.
Yeah, or just like
Bandit road trip.
look up
Eating all the fast food on the way.
look up up Topher Hansen, you'll find my shit, or On the Seventh Date, and go watch our movie. And hopefully it'll also be playing in Connecticut this Wednesday, this is not going to get out.
Irrelevant.
This is irrelevant, but it'll also be playing in Connecticut in May at the New Haven International Film Festival, and then hopefully a lot more to come. So
Awesome.
Speaking of movies,
buy my book.
speaking of movies, a couple of years ago we did a VHS movie that you can. Whoa! A little
That was the
toot
straw.
at a
That was the
Kevbot.
straw.
Oh, it was just a straw. Oops, false alarm. Whoa.
God.
There's a movie that we did on VHS called Super Dracula versus Snow Wolf. Type that into YouTube and check that out. It's some cool shit. You'll love it.
There's some
If
stuff
you-
on the Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Years.
put that in there as like so you can check it out. It'll get you interested.
Hey, guys.
Side note: On the Seventh Date is not like that.
let's talk about ourselves some more. If you want to wear an official VHS Bandits t-shirt, where can you get one?
Zazzle.com.
Yeah.
Type in VHS Bandits.
We got links all up on our sites.
Like 4 official designs.
With probably
and maybe more
to
coming.
Who knows?
So
Dane won our design contest.
He was also the only one who submitted it.
And the only one who knew about it.
And also he set up the page.
And the creator.
Yeah. He set up the contest and won it.
It was rigged.
All without us knowing.
Winner chicken dinner for me.
That's right.
So
he got himself a sex burger as a reward.
Yeah. So if you guys want to support your favorite podcast about VHS tapes, which hopefully ours is, go.
If it's not, just wear a t-shirt anyway.
Support your
Lie.
second favorite
It's just sweet.
VHS podcast.
Like I said, there's like 3 or 4 designs. Go check it out. Zazzle.com. VHS Bandits, Zazzle.com.
Real low cheap.
Real
Real
cheap. Especially they have a lot of sales too, so keep your eye on the sales.
Oh yeah,
So,
definitely.
I bought one. I got 30% off. So check it out.
Yeah, because we don't make money on these really, right?
Oh God, like nothing. I think the only stuff that we get is we get like
pennies or something.
We get like a very very single digit percentage, and it's basically just uses credit to buy shirts
Other shit.
from
More
Zazzle.
VHS Bandits t-shirts.
Yeah, so
if you buy enough, maybe we'll raffle one off.
Yeah, good idea.
We could raffle off lunch shirts.
We could raffle
That's
off one
true.
shirts.
So if you guys have ever seen our hit holiday classic, The Bestest Christmas Ever, please check that out if you haven't. It's up on YouTube in the 24-hour channel up on Roku. These guys are in a band called Lunch, and if you want an official Lunch Band t-shirt, let us know. We'll send one out to you.
We got a bunch.
I think they're mostly mediums and larges, no more smalls.
That's
there you
okay.
go.
But the mediums are pretty small, so.
Yes, they are. Which is why I keep needing to get a new medium
I'm
shirt.
getting one at the end of the night.
That's right.
Get yours soon.
Absolutely. You can also follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/the VHS Bandits. You can email us at thevhsbandits@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter at the VHS Bandits or on Instagram at VHS Bandits. It's just VHS Bandits. Don't type in that's probably someone else, or who cares?
Yeah.
You can contact us a lot of different ways. We got a lot of stuff going on. We got a lot of swag you can check out. Please follow
Cool
us.
shit.
Please send us emails. Please
rate
let
us.
us know. Yeah, rate us. And that's how we'll be able to get higher up in the VHS search.
Yep.
On the Podbeans and the
iTunes
iTunes
and
and
We're on what,
Stitchers.
Google Play now, right?
we're on
Google
all kinds of
Play,
stuff.
We're on
I think we're
everywhere.
pretty much
Yeah,
everywhere.
we're
just
on
about
we're on
everywhere, right?
YouTube.
If you listen to podcasts somewhere else,
We're on
you're probably
RedTube.
weird. We're on RedTube.
We're on Pornhub. We're on Christian Mingle.
Tracy Lord's on Pornhub.
Yeah.
Christian Mingle.
Yeah.
on-
We're on everything.
We're on VHS Mingle.
That's right.
we should do a VHS dating
We're in your local
service.
Savers.
Yeah, you'll probably bump into us. I'll be in Los Angeles from now on.
So-
I'm
so
moving to
should
Los
should we
Angeles
break
next
the
week.
ice about
We're
this?
gonna.
I
Yeah.
guess so.
All right.
This is the official announcement.
I mean, I already said it a couple episodes
Well,
ago,
what-
but I'll say it again.
yeah,
I think
but
it was
now
more like
we're-
a hint of Rue, right?
Yeah, I get whatever, sure.
so now we're officially stating, even though you already did.
We're
on
bi-coastal,
Facebook,
the
yes.
VHS
Yeah,
Bandits.
the Toe Man
We're
is
going
going
all
to the other
over.
end of the country.
Yep.
And fear not, this is not the end of the VHS
No, no, no,
Bandits.
no.
Yeah, don't
We're
unsubscribe
just-
to us.
Right,
Yeah, no,
absolutely.
Please.
It's gonna go on and go strong.
Absolutely.
We'll just it'll be a different recording format, but we're still gonna watch only VHS tapes.
That's right.
We're not gonna
Absolutely.
cheat or anything like that, so don't worry.
That's one thing that we feel definitely differentiates ourselves from a lot of other movie podcasts.
Yeah,
and
we're
stuff.
not watching YouTube rips or
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
These are legit
These
VHS
are here.
tapes.
Listen to this. That's the actual tape. We only watch tapes.
That was actually Dane unzipping his pants, but
No.
it sounds a lot like a VHS
I'm
coming
sorry.
out of
His dick is made of plastic.
I just
no.
ripped your box a little bit. I'm
Hey,
sorry
that's-
doing that.
It
It's
went
the
from
dangerous
near
life
mint
of
to very
VHS.
fine.
Oh, this tape is no longer worth $4. I just depreciated your value.
It's
to
down to
$4.50.
Yeah,
You went it up to 4.
yeah, you went up.
You need to go back to Holster College or whatever.
Buster Burger University. I mean, 350.
Yeah. So the podcast is still going to go on, but
The cod passed.
We're very dedicated.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's a shitload of cool ass places that sell VHS in Los Angeles. So I'm excited to see what the stockpile's like.
Or
out there.
there's probably a lot of cool surrounding towns too, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
there's gotta be a
There's
There's
shitload
got
of-
to. I mean, that's like a big state. There's got to be like one or two other towns around
That sell
LA.
VHS.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's plenty. Yeah, well, Rob Schraub showed us the that
yeah, there's a video store.
that's still open. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
definitely like first thing I do after I land.
Nice.
Oh my god!
Don't even move in. Just go there
Yeah.
first.
Not going to my apartment. I'm just going right to the
Buy
video
all
store.
the tapes that look good.
Take my money.
So
And, yeah, that's pretty much the update there.
That's the official announcement. Yeah. So we're gonna make it work. It's gonna be great. We're gonna continue on. We're going strong. 25 episodes, obviously.
Yep.
If you guys want to be a guest on our show, no matter where you live, and you have a nice microphone that you can plug into your Skype-a box and Skype in, we'll have you on the show. If you would like to submit a VHS tape to us to talk about on the show and maybe you want to be a guest on that episode,
Waving
we
his
can-
own farts away.
I know, sorry. There is an address if you guys want to send us an email or a private message or whatever. We'll give you the address to where to mail that to. Or even if you guys are interested in doing any kind of tape trading or anything like that, we're more than happy to do that. Or even if you just want to send us the tape and we will mail it back to you. I don't give a shit. We'll just do it. So
Or send us naked pictures in the mail.
Yeah.
yeah.
Care of Topher Hansen.
Yeah. So, yeah. Anywho, yeah. So that'd be great. We really want to collaborate with anybody who is interested in tape stuff. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
We want to bring back the video store era stuff. So,
Join the revolution.
yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Totally. So this has been episode number 25. 25?
25.
25.
Ooh, whole 25.
and staying alive. We watched Fast Food. I am the Kevbot. With me, as always, is...
Topher Hansen.
And...
Dane Train.
Guys, thank you so much for listening. As always, be kind and rewind.
Here's a crew guide and the grill training tape. Why don't you have a look at the tape first, and I'll check back with you in a few minutes.
All right. Now working the grill, Bill, it ain't so tough. But first of all, you got to check your stuff. Like a grill that's set at 250 with the meat and cheese that's ready to go. A towel to keep your station looking cool. But most of all, you got to have your tool. Are you with me now? Get ready. We're gonna lay them down. Now, beats got grain to it just like wood. You got to follow the arrow to lay it down like you should. From the front to the back, you got to lay it down. Space it evenly, not scattered around. Next, you got to salt the meat from the back to the front to make the taste complete. Not too little, not too much. With a little finesse, you'll get the touch. What's coming up next is our key to success. We'll turn the meat and do a four-corner press. Don't wait too long, I emphasize, or the meat won't reach the proper size. When things start to sizzle, you're ready to go. Gently turn the meat, but don't be slow. Just turn them over easily. We don't want a broken patty, that's a guarantee. Press out the corners, 1, 2, 3, 4. Rock it a bit, are you keeping score? Top and bottom, left and right, and you'll get a patty that's out of sight. Press out the corners nice and wide, at least half an inch on both sides. The reason you press, you gotta think, when the meat hits the grill, it starts to shrink.
We start shrinking when we hit that grill, you know it will. We start shrinking when we hit that grill, you know it will.
When you see red juices on the top of the meat, it's time to give the turn and press a repeat. Do it again just like you did before. Do the four-corner press just one time more. Now once you press this the second time, don't press them again because the meat's just fine. But when you see red juices rise, turn the patty over to the other side. Don't scrape the grill, we want it wet, you see. And keep the meat moist so it's hot and juicy. When the meat's red juices no longer rise, you can serve that patty, it'll win a prize. It takes about 4 minutes to cook, but just to make sure you can have a look. Use your tool and double check, it should be gray and moist to be correct. And order this place, you're ready to go. Drain the meat just like so. Once the drain and it's totally done. Place the patty squarely on the heel of that bun. Now there you go, Billy, you give it a shot. Don't be afraid, I think you're gonna be hot.
Where do I start? What do I do?
Just remember the rap, Billy, and you'll be cool.
Well, meat's got grain to it.
Just like wood.
Follow the arrows.
Lay it down like you should.
From front to back, lay it down.
Space it evenly, not scattered all around.
Next, I've got to salt the meat.
From the back to the front, it makes the taste complete.
Not too little.
Not too much.
With the little finesse, I think I'm getting the touch.
Hey!